history, mankind has often been enthralled by stories of mythical places, cities, and paradises, shrouded in secrets and lost to the sands of time. These legendary locations pervade all great cultural histories. Some have served as allegories for more prosperous and peaceful times, others as places to find and conquer. While philosophers weaved tales about lost cities, ancients also dreamed of places that once gave rise to utopian golden ages. A journey through the history of these fabled lands has captivated many. Some people might even be inspired to believe in them all over again, although they don't exist in physical reality. So, join me on a journey to these mythical locales that have captivated people's imaginations for centuries. So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video, and I really can't thank you enough. So let's jump into the video. So number 1 on our list would definitely be Atlantis. Unlike many stories whose origins have been lost to the historical record, we know exactly when and who invented the story of Atlantis. The story was first told by Plato around 330 BCE in two of his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. It's been established that there was no record of Atlantis before these texts, and that Plato created this place as a plot device in his stories. The sunken city of Atlantis was supposed to be an incredibly powerful civilization that was sophisticated, wealthy, and founded by demigods. It was made up of many concentric islands with exotic plants and animals aplenty. Despite this story's origin is pure fiction, many people over the millennia have sought out this mythical place. Number 2. Avalon. Glastonbury, a town in England well known for its neo-pagan beliefs and local Arthurian legends, was once thought of the location for the legendary, idyllic and lost paradise of Avalon. The first mention of Avalon was in 1136 through Geoffrey of Monmouth, Historia Regum Britannia. According to the Arthurian legend, the island was ruled by Morgan le Fay, an enchantress who nursed King Arthur back to health after a battle. The mystical land was sometimes referred to as the Island of Apples because it was supposedly covered in wild grapevines and apple forests. Even its inhabitants were immortal as well. This was the place that the great sword Excalibur was forged, and it's where the King Arthur was laid to rest and laid on a bed of gold. Number 3. Arcadia. A couple of hundred years before Plato's time, the ancient Greeks imagined a place called Arcadia. This early vision utopia is also the name of a region in modern-day Greece. In ancient mythology, Arcadia was a pastoral back-to-nature place. The wilderness housed Pan, a woodlands god who resided with his nymphs and satyrs as his guards of a never-ending hedonistic paradise. This was a place where beings greater than humans ascended and lived in prosperous delight for hundreds of years. And Eden, where spirits and gods gallivanted in ecstasy and longevity. Arcadia is the archetypical view of a place untouched by civilization where humans live as gods. Number 4 on the list will definitely be El Dorado. Conquistadors riding through 16th century South America scoured the land for a mythical city of gold. El Dorado started out as a story about a king named the Gilded One. He was said to be a native king who powered his body with gold and tossed ornate jewels into a lake as a part of his coronation. These stories eventually would morph into a tale of a kingdom rather than an individual man. The legends grew over the years as the Europeans spread and discovered more of South America. The Golden City was a place of untold prestige and wealth, which captivated plenty of adventurers. El Dorado was said to be next to Lake Guatavita, a real space they'd eventually find. When explorers found the lake, they lowered the level of water and found hundreds of gold pieces. But the fabled city remained out of their grasp until all swaths of South American land were eventually covered and the myth was no more. Number 5. Thule. A place of intrigue for many explorers, poets, and even Nazi occultists. Thule was a territory that was once said to be located in the frozen north near the Arctic. The tale dates back to the 4th century BCE when a Greek explorer named Pytheas claimed to have traveled to an icy island north of Scotland. Many of Pytheas' fellow explorers doubted the validity of his claims, but Thule legend would live on through the ages. Eventually, the original location was most likely a mistaken Norway or Iceland. The myth of the island is most famously connected to the Thule Society, a post-World War I organization that believed Thule to be the ancestral home of an Aryan race. Number 6 and last on the list is Shambhala or Shangri-La. Shambhala is a Sanskrit word that means place of peace. This is an ancient mythical paradise that predates Tibetan Buddhism. The name was first seen in the scriptures of Zhangzong in western Tibet. According to the legend, it's a kind of heaven where only the purest can live in a place bountiful with love and wisdom. There is no old age or suffering here in this mythical kingdom. Also known as Shangri-La, this place has been called by many names throughout the years, sometimes called the Forbidden Land, Land of Radiant Spirits, and the Land of Living Gods. Many Westerners believed it to be a real place for some time, hidden deep within the Tibetan mountains. In Buddhist traditions, it's said to be ruled over by a future Buddha named Maitreya. And when the world declines into abject war and degeneracy, a great war will come as Shambhala kings ride out to defeat dark forces. It is after this time in which the world will be ushered into a new golden age. So that's all for today's video. I hope that you liked it. If you liked, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And do press that bell icon for future notifications. Till then, you take very good care of yourselves. We'll meet in another video. Bye bye.